You're a Sharkweiler, not a Rottweiler. This video is sponsored by Barkbox and supported by our awesome patrons on Patreon. Click thumbs up for Ty, the 9-week-old Rottweiler puppy. Subscribe to my channel, and if you've got a puppy, make sure that you have a copy of my book. Really? Boy, how much coffee have you had today? There's so much to teach a new puppy that it's hard to know exactly where to start. And you know, the truth is, you can start with a whole bunch of different things. But today I picked 3 things that you should start working on with almost any new dog or puppy immediately. Ty is a pretty extreme puppy biter. We need to give him something to do with all this energy. I can't wait to see how he experiences his very first Barkbox. We have a space-themed Barkbox this month. He loves his space squirrel, look at that. Barkbox sends you so many awesome, often unusual toys and treats for your dog, and they deliver them to your door every month. What's in this Barkbox is way more interesting than my flesh. Which one do you want next? Now he's discovered the Chew FO. These have been a real hit with the dogs lately. He's got such drive to play. I'm able to hold him and he's being good now. The Chew FO has magical properties. Let's see what kind of treats we have this month. Flying saucer snacks, Ty. Quality ingredients in these too. These are cool too because they have that real fluffy texture, and a lot of the toys have differing textures as well. And texture really matters to a dog. All of Barkbox's edibles are made in the US and Canada. If for some reason your dog didn't like something in their box, Barkbox will replace it for free. Every one of you is gonna get a free Barkbox when you sign up for a 6 or 12-month subscription. Go to barkbox.com/dogtraining. I'll have a link in the description below. The other day when Tiberius was over here, it was clear that he did not like being touched by me. You can't do that. What are you doing? Be civilized. Sometimes Tiberius really doesn't like being handled, as evidenced by my finger already today. But since Tiberius is gonna grow up to be a very large Rottweiler, we have to get him a lot more comfortable with getting touched by people. I mean, you can see this. So, very normal puppy behavior by a lot of dogs, but we've got to get him more tolerant than this. Desensitizing your puppy or any dog to being touched, it's a great place to start when they're new to make them much more tolerant of being picked up like this and touched in the future. Imagine from a puppy what it's like to be touched like this. They have no idea what you're doing. They don't understand fingers and how things grab them like that. They don't understand the purpose of that, nor do they want to necessarily be restrained or held. Since I know that Ty is likely to react less than ideal when I go to pick him up, I want to be one step ahead of him. I'm gonna let him know I've got some good treats here, and I'm gonna let him nibble on it. See that? This is good. Now we're starting to make progress. So I'm just kind of touching him right here, and I'm releasing a little tiny bit of that treat as we go. Good boy, very good. Nice work. Good work. And I'm gonna touch his paws right here, and I'm gonna touch his ear. See that? And so what we're trying to do here is get that positive association with being touched. In other words, if he knows, hey, every time my ear gets touched like this or my sensitive feet get touched like that, I'm getting something really good, then he's a lot more likely to be tolerant and accepting of these things. Oh, right there, see? He's like, what was that? That was weird, right? I'm able to really touch him kind of vigorously now. I'm able to touch his ear right here. Let's try the other ear. Good job. It's much better when you're not biting me. I really appreciate that. Oh, who's being sweet now, huh? Okay, spoke too soon, I guess. By nature, puppies are gonna bite you, they're gonna chew things, and they're gonna bark at things. I'm getting to you. And do you know what resolving all of these issues requires you to be really good at? Getting your dog's attention on you promptly and reliably. Can you not chew my shoe? When our dogs do stuff like this, our instinct as people very often is to physically get them to stop. And sometimes that's necessary. Maybe it's for their safety or because we don't have time at that particular moment to focus on training. But understand that when you physically are pulling your dog away or making them do something, that you're not actually teaching them. Teaching our dogs to think should be a top priority. For example, we know that Tiberius likes this squirrel here, right? Maybe I don't want him playing with that toy at a particular moment. Maybe I would prefer that he pay attention to me. I've got a couple of choices here. I mean, I could pull the toy away from him and get it and say, hey, pay attention to me. But again, that's not gonna teach him anything. The real trick to teaching a dog is to get them to do whatever it is you want voluntarily and get them to go through the actions of leaving the toy alone and pay attention to you. Treats are our friend. I'm gonna let him know I have this. It's normal for redirecting your dog like this to be a pretty clumsy process with a brand new puppy, as they likely don't understand this whole concept of communicating with you just yet. It'll be like that for the first few days. Right there, he still wants some, yes, good job, and sit. Yes, good job. What happened there? We got him to voluntarily go through the motions of leaving the toy alone and come over here and pay attention to me. That's where it starts. This is called redirecting your dog, and it's something you have to get really good at, especially with a puppy. So we're gonna get him back into the toy there. And again, hey, Tiberius, I'm gonna get his attention off the toy over here into a sit. Nice work. That's how you redirect your dog. Let's say you're holding him and they're biting on you like that and you don't want to bite. I mean, look at that. He's just ready to get me. You see that? So, all right, so he's biting on my arm right now. Let me get his attention on this toy. See, toys can also be a great way to redirect. The point is, you want to get your dog's attention off of something that they're interested in that you don't want them paying attention to at that moment with something that they like. And toys and treats are often a very good way to accomplish that. So when your dog is doing something you don't like, if they're barking at something outside or they're chewing up your furniture, or you just want their attention on you, rather than scolding them or physically correcting them very firmly, get really good at redirecting them, and you'll find that this is many, many times more effective. Everybody wants their puppy potty trained as soon as possible, but the real secret to house training success is letting your puppy out all the time. The fewer opportunities your dog has to have an accident in the house and the more opportunities they have to go where you want them to go, ideally outside, the faster house training is going to be. Be sure you're letting them out hourly when they're as young as Tiberius is, and 2 to 3 times overnight. And when you're potty training puppies like this, you just have to be patient. They just lie down, start eating leaves. Ty, you can't eat grass. We're out here to go potty. Keep your expectations realistic with potty training. I mean, remember, it's not intuitive for dogs to know where it's okay to go and where it's not okay to go. And even if you're having a lot of success, it can really take many months before your dog is officially potty trained. I'm gonna have more detailed potty training videos in the description. Click thumbs up for Ty. He did a great job today. Get your free Barkbox by going to barkbox.com/dogtraining and signing up for a 6 or 12-month subscription. I'll have that link below. Subscribe to my channel and get a copy of my book if you've got a new dog. It's a great supplement to these videos. Ty, you did a good job today, buddy. You still got a lot to learn though. Go watch my playlist on how to teach your dog the basics in order. It'll be in the description.